I go to where?
You leave from your working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
Yeah, to go steal now.
No, I'm not go steal. I go to yeah.
I see the man say the man go sleep.
How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand,
Yeah,
then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How made it talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
When I call you in the night now.
when the man come in there,
Yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
The message you want to get you what?
tea. Have milk tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside.
You add into my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food man give you now, you carry now so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friends called me.
Yeah, the same man you going to now.
Yeah, I say man.
And the man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a G. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep. Oh.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG. Photo G.
Photo Jeep.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
Air condition all inside.
no. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, because I say when I move from here, I'll free. Because I say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk again. I wanted to make the whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, land looking, hi, you looking, hi, looking. Then you want force and no more word again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get paid. You say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody, you getting very. You say ask me too much question. Hey,
for the next 13 days, I will keep your
when they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your case. You're definitely I haven't even started. I'm
what
not warming
kind of
up.
people they so? They are freedom fighters.
How dare you,
What kind of people they so?
foolish, desperate people?
You freedom fighter, you
arresting
raising
the
our
country.
women.
They are freedom.
Joseph
Freedom fighter, you
rescued
killing
himself.
our children.
So he passed around.
Freedom fighter, you
This, this, and
destroying
that.
our country.
They are freedom.
Where were you? Raising money
Ayo,
left and right to feed
ayo,
you.
ayo, ayo.
And flying from hospital to hospital. Where were you all? Sitting there talking nonsense. Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boakai. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boakai deny that I was raising money left and right to feed you? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true.
Some of you people thought I was never going to raise
When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
when you come to this.
When they were coming, they said they
I'm
were
criticizing because I want to
liberators.
criticize.
When they came,
I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former President Blair was right to play there. When they Joseph Boakai has come to power, it's right to play there for them. But I will speak because
freedom fighter, you raising our freedom fighter, you killing our freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
don't regret. where is one persevere. But the people that have gone to power will regret why I have to vote for them. They can be one. This country is a better place than will be a better place. But there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside. But we don't want to empower people here. You say that I'm lawmakers. We have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the pocket for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say the family citizen. The law is not the way you begin the law. When you know how people want to go out, you want to increase the time. It's too short. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run. You cannot be a lawmaker, then you start with the law that we live on the top. Then you say you want to listen to nobody else can be for the community. But what we can be for the happening, the good thing they are there for. We are not for them for making them. Young people, but they say that over there is why they are family to validate. Because it is a time to be happy. It is no valid time when the country is not pent up. It is never valid time when the country is pent up. You come here. You go out to expect the commissioner to second year. It's about how well you cover the people. They have people that have to be nothing. The only pastor will interview.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they killed their time.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. What a wonderful opportunity it is to be here once more behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
Freedom fighter, you raping our children. Oh, yes, indeed. Good morning, Liberia. Welcome to yet another intriguing conversation about the issues that matter most to Liberia's growth and development. And this is the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9, Liberia's most informative breakfast conversation. This is exactly where we discuss the issues without fear nor favor. We speak truth to power. And that's why we are the People's Radio. Good morning. Good morning to our friends. Good morning to you, our followers. To those of you in the diaspora, it's always a good thing to have you join us. A conversation around those issues that are very critical to the forward march of our dear Republic of Liberia. Good morning, Grenjida County. Oh yes, the center of attraction is actually being focused in the southeast, so the conversation is going to be moved. Grenjidans in Monrovia and all of Monrovia, I hope you're preparing. You're organizing. To those of you in the county already, I'm aware, from village to village, from town to town, let the message go wide. the people movement, the people's movement, the grassroots demographic and political representation. The CDC is coming to Grand Gila, Zulu Whiskey, the land of the rising sun. Oh yeah, get ready. And to all of you in the region, it's a regional celebration. Dance Ifan Dam. The Southeast is going to be rising for the CDC from the 23rd to the 27th of June 2026 in observance of the party's 22nd anniversary and of course the Militant Month celebration. The cadres, commerce, their fortitude and bravery will be recognized and celebrated. Good morning, good morning. There are too many things to talk about, lots of things on the menu this morning. And of course, we're going to talk healthcare. We're going to talk nurses' welfare, physician assistants, doctors. For the most part, doctors were taken care of during the CDC era. And the process to have enrolled the nurses and other health practitioners to a larger extent wasn't fully achieved, and we expect that something in that direction will be happening now. But today our conversation is directed at the latest presidential action or presidential decision that have seen the CSA, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Health, and other sector agencies moved in to implement the process or the processes of enrolling about 304 or maybe more staff of the privately owned ELWA hospital. And to some it is good thing, and to others it is not sufficiently justified in the face of real challenges with public sector health workers. And it's important that we have conversations about these. ELWA has been doing very well in this country, and we respect the history and contribution of the ELWA family to Liberia. But again, subsidies, we understand. But paying people from the government salary or from the government purse that do not provide public services is something that needs to be looked at. It needs to be reasoned around and see what sort of leadership is actually informing that. First and foremost, the establishment runs privately and makes profit, but the Liberian people are supposed to shoulder its liability. And that's in the wisdom of the president. And that's what we are going to look at this morning. And to make sense of it together. Oh, yes, indeed. Phoebe Hospital nurses are protesting no pay several months. Redemption Hospital, the scene. JFK, no bed. CB Dunbar in Brown County. Lack of pay. CH Rennie still struggling. And Mr. President takes about $400,000 monthly and put it in a private hospitals that's making profit in the country. Oh, we need to talk about this more right here on the big station, Freedom 87.9. What sort of country are we observing today? How is the level of respect for the rule of law? Decision from the court. And as the Boakai government continue to swing in flagrant disregard for the rule of law, the Supreme Court's authority, and other courts in the country, today our attention is drawn. Maybe we are going back to bring all of you to a very important conversation. You see, our courts are instituted for a very responsible and particular reason, to safeguard our democracy and the reputation of our institutions and, of course, our society. And the laws are there. The penal code is available, and that's what we are going to go into today. On what does the penal code say about convict? When you get convicted for felonious crime, or treasonous offenses. What does the law say about individuals in those categories in terms of occupying public offices? Oh, yes, indeed. Mr. President, who everybody said had all of the experience and knew exactly what it is to run government, continue to demonstrate incompetence every time he has got the opportunity. He has prioritized ethnicity over the law, and that's what you have to understand. Brownie J. Samuka, a convict. What informed Brownie Samuka's appointment to the Yellow Machine Committee? This, we believe, is in flagrant violation of the laws of the country. The president must be upholding the laws of the country. Our job is to tell you the wrong thing that's going on in the country, and of course, it's left with their conscience or their consciences to correct those wrongs. Brownie Samuka, from our review, is illegally occupying, as the law requires, that even after a presidential pardon or serving your term, said convict should now hold public office for 5 years. So it is the law. So why is Mr. Boakai ignoring that? These plus other issues right here on our menu this morning. The Monrovia City government has released a stern warning on noise pollution, and I'm so they're doing this in collaboration with the EPA and, of course, the Labrador National Police. The other day we talked to you about it when it was just starting, and it's like it's getting serious. I've seen regular nighttime or evening patrols. Freedom 87.9, the shipment size of the conversation for you. My name is Abu Sharif. It's always a good thing to be here. Trust me, all you can do is to share the show, drop your comments or reactions to any of our talking points, and invite Brownie Samuka to come on. Let's have breakfast this morning. Oh, yes, indeed. Fearless, bold, and of course, unbending. We're going to take a buzz of our team song, and once we come back, we go straight into these conversations and more.
Wani madianye warawa monyonju weyan. Wani madianye warawa monyonju.
my musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia is the official partner sponsor. Good morning to all of you folks out there. And it's a good thing to always have you join us right here. Oh, la la. Let me, first of all, start by recognizing our friends that have joined us from far and near this morning. Please share the show. And there are a lot of things that we are going to be talking here this morning. And today, it's been quite a while that we haven't gone really hard, but it's important that we begin shortly. And yes, But let me start with our friend Blatter. Blatter says, closely following from district number 10. And this is Emmanuel Bro. Good morning, Abu, and my fellow viewers. As always, I'm watching from Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA, on this Tuesday, May 19, 2026. Thanks a lot, Emmanuel. Emmanuel Bro is a very passionate Liberian, I like to put it. This man is always concerned about this country. Man, there are a lot of people when they leave this country, they feel like, oh, they've already arrived. I mean, I ain't get time for that country and stuff. But Emmanuel keeps in touch. He keeps following. He keeps supporting. And there are a lot of the other folks. I'm just, pointing Emmanuel out. And people like Emmanuel should be an example to the rest of you out there. That no matter how you enjoy whatever privilege that you're enjoying over there, Liberia remains your home. It should bother you what is happening in this country. It should concern you what is going on with our laws. It should concern you how our country is being managed. You should contribute. You should participate. You should be involved. You should always be involved because, mind you now, you may not have the desire to reside here and get directly impacted by these things, but your families are being impacted. Your children could be impacted, right? Your grandchildren, somewhere along the line. So you do not have to be selfish to an extent where you turn your back and you contribute little, even if it will mean rallying and supporting men and women like ourselves down here braving the storm, challenging the odds, and defying the oppression, and standing up and demanding that the right things are done. You have to be there to do that. When God help you, you're privileged, you travel out of this country. Ain't me, you're done with Liberia. So Emmanuel and the others, kudos and thanks. Every day we respect you, especially at this hour, right? So in parts of America and other places, it's very early, right? And some of the folks will be to their working places. They will connect the Bluetooth and they're following, right? They'll find time, leisure time, they will go and contribute and say something about what is going on in the country. It's important because we can't all sit here, and that's what I was telling somebody yesterday. I say, for some reason, I don't know, like as if to say something, it feels like spell or something, right? Everybody seems to just be relaxed when the very abominable things that weren't allowed to happen then are happening now, and nothing seems to be going on. Nothing dangerous has ever happened to this country. Even the reasons for which we went to war, they are worse than why we went to war happening now in the country. Openly, unapologetically, Mr. Baka is violating our laws. He's abusing the sanctity of our public institutions, and he just doesn't care. This is sad. Otis Barkley says, good morning. I'm following from Tusa Field Road, Bartonsville. Unity Party government needs to do the needful and stop acting reckless. Thanks a lot. Venetia Junior Bar following live from Niku Town. Amar Jala Kamara. Good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia family. And my beloved and peace-loving people of Salaye District. I'm following live from Brothers as usual. Together, we shall get there just a matter of time. And that's Amara from Brothers. Saturday, John Weir Wunduwe, watching from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Another very consistent brother. Samuel Light Cooper, good morning, brother. Abu, I'm following from Cardwell Thumbs Up Community. Missing Emmanuel A, good morning. Abu, thank you this morning for the show. I'm following live. Thanks. Emmanuel Jella, good morning. Abu Chris Wule says, good morning, Abu M. Sharif. I'm watching from Battlesfield Estate, District number 11. Thank you so kindly. District number 11. The first district in the country who little report turned to concubine presentation. The men go get little report. I mean, there's a serious moral problem with this country, right? Then, God. Dorcas Bailey. Let me leave that for another day. Jeremiah Dewey. Henry Yango following closely from my end on this cold Tuesday evening. Thanks for the service, my brother. Thanks always, Henry. Henry is another very, I don't know how to describe what these brothers and sisters in the diaspora and other challenging parts of the world stay brave the storm to keep in touch with Liberia. That is more than anything you can contribute. Desiree Waters, good morning, Freedom FM. This is Yankee Johnson. Good morning. Yankee is watching through our YouTube channel. Emmanuel Goyer, good morning. I'm listening from Grand Jida County. Thanks a lot, Grand Jida. CDC is coming there shortly. James Lamy, good morning, brother Abu. Emmanuel J. Kwa says, I'm watching from Grand Jida. Okay, it comes back again. Actually, Grace Moore. Good morning. I'm watching you live from Point 4 Junction. Thanks. Clarence Obechi Due. Good morning, Abu. I'm watching this morning from Mandela Cooper boyfriend. Precisely around Ben and Stop in district number 11. And this is Gbeyen Otello. Good morning, Freedom FM. I join you from the people. Bon County Kokoya, I think he meant. This is Abu Bakar Sharif. He says, good morning, Abu M. Sharif. I'm following from Claretown. Abu Bakar is from Claretown. We say Koli. I'm watching live from Monrovia MVTC. Setu B. Jabo, Never Die Sedition joining from Kangatown, Johnsonville. You have Vivian Kafai. Vivian joins from the RIA Rule or Community. This is Koboy Weeder. Koboy, good morning, Abu Sharif. I'm following from Kakata, Margibi County. Honorable Papi Success Keita is also joining. Hezekiah Dodo as well. Daily Brick T. Young. You have Martina Bona, Ruben Kane, Samuel B. Goy, Omale Morris, J. Harris, Pasawa Sewa, Soyo Bajulu. Bajulu is also joining, and then you have Boima Obento Kiadi. Okay, more and more. Charleston Khan, right? You have Roland Michiga Okai Sr. Johnny, last and last, let's bring you more. Stephen Fala Jr., Mark Sunday, Junji One Junji, long time, my man. It's good to see you again. David Yinka, Otto G. Johnson Jr., as well, Oliver G. Chie, right? Makra is our brother from Ganta. Mike is Johnny. You have Darius Miampierre, I'm sure from Limba, but he's joining from Catholic Junction area. J. Henry Na, Josiah Masale, Abraham and Anderson, plus more. Thanks to all of you for joining us this morning for breakfast. The room is sizably, encouraging. Let's pick it up from there, all right, folks? This is exactly what it is. So, yesterday we informed you about decisions emanating from the University of Liberia threatening to impose or increase fees on students, right? Threatening to increase fees for students on the University of Liberia campus. And is becoming serious. And in fact, is becoming clear that it is a presidential policy decision. It is an action sanctioned or endorsed by the president, and he would like to happen. So I say this to let you all know, the students and the ordinary people, that if and when UL increases fees or institute the tuition policy, I want you to know that it is a mandate from the president. This is what President Bouaka wants, and I'm challenging his official to prove me wrong. Right? This is exactly what the president wants, and so I wanted you to know that part of the promises of rescue, this is what the president actually wants. Right? Now, more to that is the MCC has come out. That's the Monrovia City Government, Monrovia City Corporation. The MCC have said, and of course have announced, very tough sanitation and street regulations to restore what they describe as order across Monrovia. The leadership of the MCC believes that there is disorder in the city and it has to be restored. And so they have issued very stringent regulations. And I'm going to read this for you, for residents of Monrovia, to either begin reading readjusting or preparing yourself, so it's important. The Monrovia City Corporation has announced the introduction of new municipal administrative regulations and a public-private partnership (PPP) solid waste management framework aimed at improving sanitation, public safety, environmental protection, and urban order across Greater Monrovia. In collaboration with the Liberia Solid Waste Association and the National Community-Based Enterprises, the city government says it is restructuring waste management through a decentralized, district-based system that will assign waste collection responsibilities to community-based enterprises, CBEs, and small and medium enterprises, SMEs. Under the new framework, households and businesses will be required to subscribe to approved waste collection services, while enforcement measures will target illegal dumping, right, littering, unauthorized roadside structures, and poor sanitation practices. How? The first phase of the implementation is expected to begin on July 1, 2026 in District 7, 8, 9, and 16 before expanding to other parts of the city. Also, they jump over 14, 15, and go to 16. Okay, let's see. The new regulation also introduced stricter controls on street vending, construction activities, outdoor advertising, roadside garages, and environmental protection measures, particularly in wetlands and waterways. Rescue government. According to the MCC, businesses, restaurants, entertainment centers, and public facilities will now be expected to maintain improved sanitation and maintenance standards, or risk penalties and enforcement actions. So that's that. MCC further warned against illegal dumping, open burning of waste. Those of you that like putting fire, say when you put fire on your dare, MCC say they will come for you, they will find you. Okay. And roadside gasoline sales. Those of you that are selling gasoline on the roadside, MCC say they are coming for you, stating that violators could face fines, impoundments, or prosecution through the city code. Say when they catch you on any of these violations, you're selling gas on the road, you get a garage on the road, right? You're violating the wetland and other things, they will fine you, or they will impound your gas, or probably the car didn't get in the garage, they will impound it, right? Or they process you through the city code. Authorities say noise pollution from bars, clubs, churches, entertainment centers, and public events will also be monitored to reduce disturbances in residential communities. The MCC says, right, in consonance with what the EPA have been talking about, and the police have also announced that it is going to be enforcing that the bars, the restaurant, where you can put your music sound, also Drink on Me. They play Daniel Sano and Cooper Passage where used to go. Drink on Me. Hey, I know the Drink on Me club, right? Daniel Sano can be acting rude at that, man is a go spend all the time. There's not be begging for banana liquor and all. Government job can just change people. Imagine Cooper Passage can go gentleman club, be buying and say the point and be buying coats. I look at it, guys. They look at it. The old scrapper. But anyway, it's not entirely a bad thing, but it's just the rudeness that they try to display, and that we feel is uncalled for, because life obviously have got to change. From begging for banana liquor to Drink on Me, and now you can sit anywhere and you can order, and and so it's a good thing for them. But they should stop being rude. They're very rude. So MCC say you put a speaker up, and for example, chicken farmers, you put a speaker way up in the air, and your own rescue government say they will come arrest the imam, so to speak, or they will fine you, you'll pay, right? Or the Methodist church, or the Baptist church, you take your speaker in the community, you put it way up, or the Kissy church. The Kissy churches, for the most part, the Kissy churches can make noise. Oh, they are thing when they start knocking it in the morning, my man, no sleeping, they will start so money. They will start. So this is it. So Chicken Soup Factory, all the Kissy churches in Chicken Soup Factory, rescue coming for you. Any small thing, you're not take Sasa and Tina, you'll be knocking it all over in the community. Soon money poking even sleep good. In the neck, again, you wake up and say, the demon knocker. They start knocking the Sasa all over the place. And the government say, that your Tina, what you're doing, they ain't here for it. Okay. The MCC says the government will now focus more on regulation, monitoring, and enforcement, with sanitation inspectors and city police unit expected to ensure compliance with the new ordinances. In supporting implementation, the city disclosed plans to work closely with the Liberia Land Authority, Ministry of Public Works, Environmental Protection Agency, and the Liberia National Police. They're coming for noise makers in the community, the church, the mosque, the bars, they're coming for you and all of that. But should all of this be the focus of the government? The government is feeling so terribly, and they got to be looking for all kinds of unnecessary distractions. The real big issues are there. You're not focusing on the one. When they say prices going up, when they say gas price go, you're talking about how you can face that one. You passing in the community. Oh, you put your speaker now. Same we not go get you complain about speaker being. We tell you say that speaker made our partner not get job, or we tell you say that speaker made our money market they can buy it. You go in the market, the old man tell you say, oh, the reason they buy their tenant because the speaker voices are loud. That nonsense, that stupidity. But again, this is what we all settle for. So we got to enjoy, the benefit. So the last in-house I like to talk about is this this thing from the LWSC. When leaders start to think and believe that the people they govern, for the lack of a better word, are stupid people, and that's when they be very, disrespectful in the kind of conversation that they throw out in the public. First of all, the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, among many things, from the water aspect, primary responsibility is to ensure that safe piped water are made accessible to each Liberian homes for drinking and other utility purposes. What do I mean by that? The government of Liberia, through the LWSC, and every support we give them, plus the partners, is to ensure that they make pipe-borne water available to every Liberian homes. So the way we count their success is we count their success by the number of Liberian homes that are connected to, the water grid, the water system. And besides being connected, we also calculate their success in access. You can be connected, but yet still you do not have access. If you can't get water, then the pipes are connected there, but no water coming through the pipes. That's another debate that needs to be looked at. That comes for the efficiency in delivery of public utility, right? So there's very useless managing director of the water and sewer, Mo Ali, right? Who thinks he can go places and just spew gibberish, and that's going to remain, the conversation or the narrative. So let me just bring something. these boys came to steal. They did not come to govern. The thing you not do, you jump. You take UNICEF report and you just run with it. So there is this report that's available on water access in the country through a joint monitoring program by the World Health Organization and the UNICEF. So in 2025, this joint monitoring program estimates that about 75 to 76% of Liberians have access to basic drinking water supply. Basic, as in BASRC, basic drinking water supply, as of 2025. So what that means is that as of 2025, across the country, right, the joint monitoring programs of the World Health Organization and the UNICEF estimated that in Liberia, it doesn't matter where you're getting the water from, but basically, Liberians have access to a kind of drinking water. So whether you're getting it through the screens, whether you're getting it through the creek, the river, whether you're getting it from well, how sanitized, how treated the well is, no, that is not what is under consideration here, right? Whether these wells are treated regularly, but for the fact that, surveyors come to you and they ask you, where do you get water? And you point to a hand pump. They say, okay, yeah, the community got hand pump, and then they mark it. And you understand? So this is how this is what this is talking about. So this means that they can collect water from an improved source, well, hand pump, but whether these hand pumps are treated regularly or not, no. That is not the debate. However, the very same monitoring program also estimated that less than 5 to 6% of the population has access to safe, managed drinking water. And whose responsibility is it, right, to provide safe, managed drinking water through pipe-borne services? The government of Liberia through the water and sewer. So water and sewer should not be talking about basic water sources, because I can just, as a private citizen, can go in my community and build a hand pump. So Mo Ali collects all the private hand pumps in the country, all the reservoirs that people now build, all the boreholes. Mo Ali say that because he water and sewer managing director, that all the people there, he don't want, let me just say, he don't want to get money to all of them and put it, so he can count them as a success. This is nonsense, right? So I just tell you, Mo is an empty dude. These are the people who pass around and they just rely on this whole politic thing and they passing around. These are very empty people. Mo has brought no innovation, creativity, or transformation to LW. I challenge him. It took Mo 2 years to even develop, his own project direction for the LWSC. And I challenge him to report to us on progress on his plan of action. To be passing around here, deceiving the people. We're not going to sit down here with the power and the opportunity behind this microphone and allow these gibberish to be mass corriding the public information corridor. No, we will arrest them and correct it. So it is absolutely disingenuous for this man to take these and run away and say 76% of the country get water. That LWSC get the people the water. basic drinking water services cannot be under the category of water and sewer. So Mo Ali should tell us, Bole, that his water and sewer under his management has truly connected 76% of the nation population, of the 5.5 or 5.6 million people in the country. Let Mo Ali tell that one. So you confuse the people. But our so-called fast check on it can go to do they want to provide clarity because that the government fast check on it, all get government they protect it. They country fast checker. UP checkers. In the opposition thing, you can see fast checker running to go check. Mo Ali get a latitude to pie around and be talking nonsense all over the place. LWSC core job is simple. Get safe, managed pipe water into Liberian homes for drinking and daily use. How many of you have safe drinking water, pipe borne water connected in your home? How many of you? How many community? The government too, Mo Ali say 76% of you or in the country, they not provide pipe borne water for you. So you see how Liberians will not get help from people outside, because those in leadership, they provide la narrative. When the president go international, he lie about the situation in the country. So who can we help you, right? The official too, they exaggerate whatever they are doing, and they lie. So people feel like our problem solved in the country. So nobody coming here to come help because 77% all get pipe borne water already. So research, like I said, from the World Health Organization and UNICEF, data says less than 5 or 6% of Liberians has that access as of now. Less than 6% or 5% of the Liberian population has access to managed pipe water connected to their homes for drinking and daily use. So instead of Mo Ali addressing the gap as a responsible public servant, Ali has been presenting statistics or data that lump in wells, streams, rivers, hand pumps, and boreholes as drinking water sources. So Mo says, instead of really addressing the gaps, Mo put all together the well down, the river down, the swam, the hand pump, the foot pump, the faucet in Bapolu, what you, right? Mo put everything together in Bison and say, oh, the rest of the government now provides on the 6% water access, which is a blatant lie. Disingenuous misrepresentation of the facts. And those are not the same as piped water to homes. Liberians deserve honest reporting on where things stand. And this is what this government is falling short of. They're not honest in their reportage. Look at Gafon at the Ministry of Finance. He's just dangling in faulty reporting from one to the other. La reporting. The most empty finance minister we have ever experienced post-war at Gafon. Very dull big brother. Dull and numbskull big brother passing around, regurgitating theories. Then he say he's smart. He can't even think good to produce anything, to find any solution. Then he say that's smart. That's smart man there. He be reading theory, John Minakin, quoting John Minakin and whole day. So you're here, what God put on your shoulder and put brain inside. And it lay thing what you read to expose you. You ought to sit down, you put idea together and find solution. You're passing around the rate going up, thing then prices are going up. Then you say you're managing economy. Lala be wearing BB coat suit. They say, oh, the men are corrupt because he wear BB coat suit. Say, Gafan be fooling you, be wearing BB Wiba coat suit right here. I think like his son and poor man. That corrupt people can do that thing. Fake man. They channel, they funnel, these things through different means. And then they will be wearing BB coat suit. BB shooting on their phone. Then you see them and say, oh yeah, the other finance minister. So, but then how money they just lost him from the budget now? How money just lost him from the budget? But you wearing BB coat suit because you want low fashion. So you say, oh, in low fashion, then the people will say, this is. Right, this is just coming. This is a sad one. Rose Baker, right? Let me see. I'll wait until I can get another confirmation. I mean, are you hearing something about Rose Baker? Too bad. Well, folks, so that's it. What Mo said, a blatant lie. At least I've helped you clarify and understand what actually it is. It is not true. What Mo Ali said. That is not true. Don't take it seriously. It's important. Again, Mr. President, the Guinean state remain on Liberian land, and you're doing nothing about it. You're passing around, making it like nephew and uncle jokes. You're making fun out of the country. You're making fun out of your own people. Foya district. Allah Kende. Y'all sit down there, your grandpa, get your land or. All of y'all saying that you can't talk nothing. Shame not full of your faces. The old man should have never ever become president in this country. He has violated every laws. The man running Kisi dynasty, Kisi Republic. Look at what this man said, George Kailando. George Kailando were one of the guys, you remember George Kailando doing the campaign time without his drop top, and driving the Tottenham Boulevard with his move on your ear with your move on your ear with your move on your ear with your so that they move on your ear man and I said coming on. They move on your ear man. They don't want coming or the confessing. We had no expectation. So when I tell you that the country is messy, right? You say, oh, you don't want to agree. But the very people who spend their resources, they were there, all there. Move on in our ear with your move on here. Listen to the man, George Kailando. Disgusted. Right? Listen to the man.
Things you talk about, you understand? Because guess what? People change on you, you hear? You understand? I'm a realist. We all live here. We saw what happened. I'm a realist. We all live here. We saw what happened. You understand? So, I know.
Please sing our song.
Yeah. Which song said I'll sing for you again?
Sing a very.
No, man. Not a woman. Right? What Kailando say? He's been denied opportunities. The Liberian businesses are being strangulated. Every day, in the song I can be singing here, I go into policy issues and tell you why. A guru from there comes out, and a fanatical tribal supporter. Because all these people, you not expect a Kailando at his level to be for tribal cleavages to define or determine, the political, the business interests. Most times you want to expect, but the man come out and say, no, what is going on in the country? It's terrible. So where is the hope? Who then we're going to go to? So let me take a few calls on these. Rather, it's the noise pollution, the MCC regulation, the Mo Ali water connection. It's possible. Maybe if all of you get Pabon water, and I don't know, I'm reading something different. You can come out, you say it, and commend the president for putting Pabon water in your house. And if it's not, you got to call the president and tell him that they should stop lying about your situation. If they can't fix it, if they can't help you, they should stop lying. The government lies too much. Everybody lies in the government. The president lies. Katumu Baka lies, and the vice president. The vice president. What? Small boy that can lie, my man. And I'll be like, you're a young man, you get future. Be lying. The man going inside and lie to the anyway. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 221 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. We have this conversation to remind our leaders that absolutely we are very disappointed and we need them to deliver more. We need them to deliver more. You're spending more time on witch hunting and targeting the very Liberian that you need to help. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. I'm Steven. Steven P. Kaifa, and I'm a former my course.
Go ahead.
I listen to you. I mean, you know, these people, all this percentage, police came out with 100%. I don't know if you can remember the last month or last week. The police said that they were the 10th best police in Africa. And in the world, they placed 77. And then the public went out that trash they did, and then they took it down. Where is Mo Ali coming from with 100%? After Mo Ali 100%, then we see Brown, some got 100%. Then you see the yellow machine again, they have work or hoping more than 90% of the road in the Republic.
I'm telling you, everybody just lying.
If you get 4% who go to school, who know math, if you say you connect 76% of homes in Monserrato, you know what you're talking about? Water will be accessible all over. Water price ain't going to $10 for that. You get water up to $10, then you can lie to the people say you connected 76%. So you want for water to get all money, you want for the European Union or our partners to get all no money for connection. You just want to sit under the little money you get, just for that you enrich yourself. Mo Ali, you are a young man. Take your future. You are looking at your track record. You are looking at the track record of Amos 12. You are looking at the track record. All those young European partisans that is in leadership today. The opportunity are very full to them. If they sit under the level, partisans, political people like Joseph Weka, like Denshi Bank, all the old politicians and food there. We'll go out there. But we are young people. Thank you for putting the time, Abu.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mokos, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you and how's the work?
Good.
Well, you see, as the brother that just left the line talked about Mo Ali, it's like father, like son. Joseph working in Allah, and they love the thing of serving. He told us that he provided.
So the whole living in Pabon water on there?
Water doing what? I live on Tracy, why water coming to? We buy water from Push. The party says provided 70,000 jobs. Where are the jobs? Then the same one he say, Monobo rather than he can Shushana than at the job. You know, he's not even somebody that relevant in the Unity Party, but he just tarnishing his character, forgetting to know that he's a young man. There are more days ahead of him. This Power Unity Party, there is not the end of the world. Now you have to take time. What you can tell us is that you provide water for 17,000 people in central Monrovia. Why you line it up for? Push flying all over? Thank you, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you. Go ahead. What's your name?
This is Z Mobile Saka. I'm going to sing out this one. Thank you very much for this topic. But do you want to blame Mo Ali? Don't blame Mo Ali for lies. From his government.
So no, that begin. Do you agree that Mo Ali lied?
But if that's going to say he agree, you know it's a lie. And Mo Ali cannot name one community. Where in Monrovia, there is 30% of water supply. Who can name one community? Where in Monrovia is Monserrato? Where in Monrovia, there is 30% of water supply. So this charge for me. I don't listen to this charge, but I don't blame Mo Ali. The project just told you the situation at the border is right. When foreign forces are on our land. The president said it is kind. So what you're going to do, these guys are generational liars that don't even see a shade of their life. So what Ali is speaking, he's speaking from what he voted for his government. You know very well if President Barr.
The bossman can lie, so all the other followers start lying.
Oh yeah, but the president told you the situation at the border is kind. But when
but the situation at the border not kind?
When foreign forces forcefully took the land, already sitting there with their flag on our land. Is that what you call comment?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Terry.
Morning. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
The new remain Johnny Hackman. I call you from Burberry. Say again.
Go ahead.
Abu. The kind of result when you bring a lot of hungry people in power. This is what you expect. These guys they keep on lies. So they just keep lying. In our very eyes, we see the reality.
We buy water bag $10 for one small bag, and something. Then you say you got 76% homes connected to water already. 70,000 homes connected in Montserrat. So where are the water?
I don't know. I mean, they guys getting out to be stupid because they want to leave few people. I mean, let few people encounter power with lies. So they believe that lies is the way of life. Even though we empower, like lies on the people. That first starting off in all of the entire. I mean, you can go on Broad Street now. The entire houses that are there, they get carbon water. I mean, running all over. Nobody push here on Broad Street. You see, so they gotta stop it lies. You can't leave the country on lies. I mean,
so it's like everybody agree now that we have a lying government. They just feed on lies every day. They tell the Labrimpo lies.
I'm not seeing that.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning.
Morning, brother Abu Shavi.
Morning.
Good morning to our listening audience. My name is Provost P.D. Dix, the third. And I join this educated conversations from the community where our people are still fetching water from the unit and navigating all the river.
How you fetching water from the unit? More say you not connect all the homes, about 17,000 homes. So how you still be fetching water from the unit?
But Abu, you see more areas are dishonest and very dangerous Abino. I mean, Mo Ali was the one that.
Mo Ali Abino?
Yeah, he's an Abino. He's the one that we know that said, don't put me in situation I can't handle. And continue to know the story. So Mo Ali don't have the moral. So he's safe at that place, but Mr. Baka is a dishonest man too. And a lot of people who love to lie. So Mr. Baka will always be a man out type of people who can propagate lies. So you see, these are the things that we told our 20 people that those guys you people are bringing to power. Those guys you people are pretending to like people. They are not material for the Liberian people. They are not. They don't have that charisma to lead the Liberian people. How more Ali will come in public space, use the media to tell the world that there's 70,000 or 75,000 I've been connected to water. So well, Central Mover, where you stay, see Central Bank. Say what people suffering from Papa water, they find water at the Julius. And I want to say thanks for freedom. We saw it. We saw the 5,000 gallons that you people supply to the people at the community. Now the first time for that people to see clean water than that. Then more at the on public platform line for the Facebook director. So I want to say thank you, Mr. Abu Shavi.
Thank you.
God bless you people.
Thank you very kindly. Let me take 2 more calls and then I can go to something else. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Abu, and let me say good morning to your listening public. Yeah, Abu, you see, the thing about what our brothers are doing, they feel that Liberia, people who live in this country, we don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Or more, I need to go look at people borehole, people hand pump, and put that in his report. We have always said that people are more addicted to the job with no experience. They got nothing to show. But they may be months around here that they were capable of leading. Now leadership has been given to them. We see how they are face swapping. Nothing working in this country. Absolutely nothing. Just the other day, we were out of water. Abu, we could not get water to drink. We're drinking all kind of dirty water and things around here. I hate to see what the prophet said, and we drink dirty water and be telling God, thank you. We did that just recently. So for people to just sit and be lying out of the people talking to people don't know what they're supposed to know, it's quite frustrating. I think more at least be truthful. It shouldn't be the 70,000 job that they say they provided, for future boys and be rather other people. Let it graduate for no kind of terrible lies they are telling the Liberian people. We are not stupid here. We know what we're doing. We know what we want. So the GD says, Abu, thank you for the time.
Okay, all right. That's Mo Ali. Maybe we're waiting when LEC people come and talk their own too. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Chief.
Morning, sir.
Thank you so much for your analysis. The government will study, but people never believe that. We, as the division, will never give. Thank God. The Unity Partisans, they are the people complaining. The old man failed all the promises that he made. He refused to fulfill it. So thank God, the Liberian people at us serve him, and we're still looking up to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you very kindly for your contribution. I'm sorry we can't continue the course. We got to hold it right there because we've got this issue to look at, and this is quite important. And every day we'll keep flagging in when we're talking about these violations of our laws is particularly for our partners. Let's take, for example, the MCC Compact, right? Continue to contribute to our country and all of that and other people. And they're doing so because there's a degree, there's supposedly a degree of a respect for the rule of law and all of that. But it remains clear that this is not happening. And the president interview with France 24 just revealed that when that journalist who's not in the country clearly characterized Liberia as a country that's not practicing democracy. And the president agreed with that. Right? It's sad. Because the president agreed because he didn't say anything, to correct it. He accepted it as our fate and moved on. So now, we believe there is very similar violations that's going on that's getting us to where we are as a country and a people. Come here, I'm trying to get this thing for you quick. I'm trying to get my records out. I'm going for this thing. For all of us, like I told you, yeah, please tell Bernie Samuka, the whole yellow machine operation is illegal. But sadly, we have a legislature that's supposed to be instituted for check and balances. And Liberians, I want you to listen to this conversation very keenly. Conversations like these define what is happening to our country. That we all need to be very concerned about. What is happening to Liberia? Where is Liberia headed? How is Liberia heading? Chapter 50 of the Penal Code, 50.1, and of course, of the Penal Code speaks. Section 50.12, right, speaks to the disqualification and forfeiture of public office. That speaks to what the law says in terms of who's disqualified from occupying public office and who also forfeits public office. That means you're already in the office, and then you can forfeit the opportunity in that office. What condition does the law set for that? And it's something that has to be upheld. But 50.1 is also telling us about criminal convicts. When people are criminally convicted under our laws, when people are criminally convicted under our laws, the law requires that a person convicted of any of the crimes listed below, which I will come to, below, or of any attempt to conspire, any attempt or conspiracy, right, to commit crimes or of facilitation or solicitation of such crime shall forfeit, fellow Liberians, said person under the law shall forfeit any public office, shall forfeit any public office. He may be disqualified from any or a specific public office or category thereof, right, as the court may so determine. But when that person forfeits that office or disqualified to occupy that office, the law also comes on to say, but the forfeiture shall be no more than 5 years following completion of your sentencing for such crime. That means maybe let Prophet Kina, for example, Prophet Kina, that minor issue. But I'm just saying, right? After the man 6 months, the law say, I'm just using it as a case study, but not him. So before you mix it, before some of you go start misinterpreting, and in fact, using Prophet Kina, because they can put to misinterpret, somebody go say, oh, I would say Prophet Kina, no. But for example, let's use Bernie Samuka. After he presided over the army and danced in the army people money, Bernie Samuka danced and played in the army people money because he felt he had the authority. And then the matter went to court. The lower court convicted him, and he went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court agreed and upheld the verdict from the lower court, and sentenced Bernie Samuka. Subsequently, there was a presidential pardon. That means he's been immune of the penalties for the crime. Now, so he's come to the position of a person who have served their sentence already. So the law says people of such should not occupy public office or be entrusted with public office or public resources for 5 years. How come the president that's very experienced and has been around government for all the while and educated like they claim knows this and violated it? How come the legislature is approving budgetary allotment for Bernie Samuka's supervision and administration in sharp contrast to the penal law of the country? Right? That is, in a way, rewarding criminality. And I'm not going to mince my words on it. Because we can be talking about fighting corruption, and as soon as somebody come to the radio, they come to the microphone, they will be talking about, oh, this country here, we need to prosecute people, we need to do this, we need to do that, and people that have not been to court, right? But then we are the same country that takes people to court, right? finds them guilty, sentence them, and then people use political power. They come and manipulate the laws and turn it around, and that's what Mr. Bouaka has done. And this is not only in the case of Bernie Samuka, even Glover Mususka. When they play whatever with that one, Glover Mususka now is the de facto presido of Noka. De facto presido of Noka. She makes all of the decisions. She cuts the shots at Noka and blah, blah, blah. This is dangerously presenting our country as an unserious group of people, because the law says one thing and we'll go ahead and do another thing. And this is only happening under Bouaka. But Bernie Samuka has no legal basis to be occupying that yellow machines rule. The Yellow Machine Committee was established through executive order from the president. It's a public office. By virtue of the fact that it is going to be receiving money from our national budget. It is in the budget. The Yellow Machine Committee is in the budget. And I'm told he is even making requests for about 64 million, 60 to 64 million. A convict who has not exhausted his legal requirements is there making request to our legislature to pay him 64 million, right, to operate under a government that claimed to be fighting corruption and transparent. So you see where when critics say that this government is witch hunting in the fight against corruption, is insincere about it, right? Mr. Bernie Samuka lacks the moral standing, and he should be ashamed of himself, right? He should be ashamed of himself to even be in the public speaking authoritatively. And imagine the other day I saw this man before our lawmakers. Nobody in the legislature, the Liberian legislature, is able to be man enough, read the law and study and go there and ask the hard questions and remind the executive that no, Mr. President, we respect your executive authority, but this is what the law says. Bernie has not exhausted the 5 years. Thereby, Bernie is not qualified to occupy any public office or be entrusted with public fund. How many people money? Bernie Samuka didn't. The court proved it. Not me saying it. The court said Bernie was a criminal. It wasn't me. He was a convict. The court said that. And the law required, because, you know, our laws are tailored after the American laws. And in America, I'm told, when you're convicted of a crime, you don't even get employment anywhere. Forever. So, when we brought the law to Liberia, our people decided, the crafter of the law decided, let's do our own 5 year. So, it is that 5 year that Bouaka has violated now. And a lot of people are not paying attention to. It's important that we pay attention to it. Because Bernie is not the only educated man in this country. He's not the only smart man in this country that we should violate and bend the law to accommodate him. No. It's a dangerous precedent, and it has to be reversed. It's got to be reversed. I'm not speaking from the top of my head, right? So, what are the category of crimes the law talk about? The law talks about treason. Section 11.1, and the crimes affecting national security defined through 11.9. B, any felony committed in connection with his employment as a public servant. And this is the category that Bernie Samuka comes under. C, a crime expressly made subject to this section by statute. Right. Let's come to B. Right. The law says any crime committed by a person in connection with his or her employment as a public servant. Bernie Samuka was a public servant, Minister of National Defense, when a crime about the AFL pension money was committed, and he went to court. He was found guilty, right, and sentenced. He received presidential pardon, but that does not immune him from the criminal disqualification and forfeiture laws under the penal code of our country. And the president office and the president must be man enough to upholding our laws. That's what he saw an oath to. But the president is not doing that. And this is the disgusting reality of how the president is desecrating his office. Why? Because of tribal cleavages, right? And this is exactly what's going on. And it's bad. These things are not going to keep happening and we think we are making progress. We're not making progress. The law says don't put rule in public office. You look at the law, you violate the law, you put rule there. So when that rule go there, that rule go do the same thing. What you say? Then we'll come out and say, oh, and we tell you, say the law say you might not put rule here. The law say the rule will take 5 years to change. 5 years to change. And in less than 2 years, the president appointed man to a committee that's demanding or requesting $64 million. Can you imagine? What kind of country they? Then what the parent, fighting corruption. This country here, Liberia is a country of law. Liberia is this. So mirage under Boakai. Flagrant abuses of the laws and disregard for the Supreme Court, disregard for lower court's decision, to the point where you have a government that's intolerant to accepting the verdict of a competent jurisdiction. What kind of country is this? You take a Mr. Bernie Samuka, who has lost almost everything in this country, right? His moral liquor store gone down. His farm in Bon County gone down. Everything has chakla. No tea. You put a man over yellow machine thing. That real elephant meat scenario can't cut your own. When we talking, you say, oh, there's that. And you understand? So this is where we are. But you still have foolish, hungry looking, destitute young people passing around and they think they're defending. What do you know you're defending? So how is this a responsible attitude from a government that claims, superiority in governance and all that? You take criminals from the cells, you give them privileged jobs, and you allot millions to them. Until we can fix this, there are not many people that are willing to talk about this one, but I am talking about it because you know what? Nobody's going to do me a jink thing. I do not even care because I'm not sure we're even going to see each other. But we've got to face this country. To face this country, these are the things that we have to be talking about. And Liberians, this is where you have to be contributing your voice. Every time I tell you, I'll be bringing very sensitive conversation that demand your say. And we open the phone lines, you talk to it. The same way when everybody was trying to make the whole tourism authority a nonsense taxation around here, we came here, we insisted on it for 1 week. What happened? And we turn the president here. He's somersaulted. And he said, your man, they're going to sit down here, you go pull, fan, you go on Kobo shop. That Kobo shop people come and pay your plane fare, your private jet, charter. That Kobo shop people, mechanic shop people, tailor shop, dancers, TikTok creators, content creators. So let's be fair now, fellow Liberians. I just read the law for you. Do you think Bernie Samuka is supposed to be where he is? Bernie Samuka qualify under the law to be there? Who is supposed to fix this one now? The legislature. Do you trust the legislature? our legislature has degraded into a rubber stamp, stage managed remote control body. It is a dysfunctional arm of the Liberian government. Dysfunctional, shallow, and they're just there. And there's some very decent people there, but unfortunately, the leaderships at the legislature, both the Senate and the House, is disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. Yombly, zero. Regime speaker, I don't even know how to describe that one. He wastes the country time on calling people to go and be held in contempt for the statement they made, for their utterances, while he sits there and a criminal convict, gets appointed on a committee, a public office, and is making demand, and he is approving millions to that man. This is unfair. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. Let's hear what this person has got to say, and then we can move. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Aisha Steven. I'm calling from 12th Street. With a singer.
Go ahead.
I was forced to call because there are times in this country, you see, the direct victim is always around. So you people are must be encouraged to speak from the thing. Only God can bless them because a lot of journalists don't talk about this thing. The victims will live within the country, they will perish, these people will cut up, enrich themselves, and the victims, and the law should defend. The law will go against them, these people will go away with it.
They will go. This is what you call impunity. The man poor so your people money. You want to court, they find you guilty of taking it. Right?
Yeah.
Then you come back, you reward the man with $1 million job. Is that fair?
That's why I was supposed to call. Because from 2009 to 2014, I was in the military. A very young Liberian student, a lot of high school, some things like the military. And we served within that thing. And our money will come. So I know the history and where it's coming from. It came from the court. He was supposed to be guilty. And then the country should learn that this illegal man is a threat, not to give him any public service job. They should keep him away from public service job. Because within the military at that time, there was no politics. Couldn't come on radio. Couldn't talk anything. But now that I'm out, I focus on this thing, and I have to congratulate you. Because you are one of the journalists that must have the courage to speak of this thing. So you are brave and strong journalist. That's why I always listen to their analysis. If this man walk away with 56 million for this yellow machine, this man will manage to get that money out of Liberian economy, squeeze that money, and there will be no accountability. Because there is a money less than 2,000 men in the military at that time, and the budget was just around like for 5 million. This man still managed to eat our money. Top left off, you come and give this thing, man. Huge amount of money again. So it's just like you are doubling, the man is doubling what he took from the military now in the government of Joseph Boyka because like a king. Okay, we understand he wants to be senator, no problem. We understand. Because he is recruiting some people, I want to be senator, that's the politics we hear within the military. Because I found many of my friends, military is not in politics, but I have friends that have colleagues. You can't stop the relationship that I live with people almost 7-8 years. We live together. So, if I'm out, I resign, I can call them, we can talk. Now, man. No, Brown Samuka should realize this country is going on, and the old politics thing, it should stop. The old style of politics that go and take the money, we'll use it as a calabash. Eddie Johnson, you bound some guys are about to get a lot of money from the army. They were only taking the less of George Manning. We had a high guilty. At that time, nobody said like Brown Samuel was guilty. In the whole 2 of years, Eddie Johnson said it. Everybody felt that whatever Brown Samuel do, it was legal. So in case we couldn't have seen the light of George before Manning, we are a young man that brought the court to a neutral party to find this man guilty. And he was guilty. He is supposed it. He should not serve public service. The law is there. I heard you reading the law.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this? He's focusing now in this government doing against this law, and we, the victim, we are still here seeing this. Why are we heading up?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we brought it up for people to organize itself and all of us to work together. But thank you very much. Work together and remind the president that it is penny, it is hurting. And this is not justice. And I like when the French journalist asked Mr. President, right? How do you have reconciliation when people who are victims, you see that you're rewarding the perpetrators? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Stephen Ebenezer Creighton.
Go ahead.
And I want to address the issue that have to do with Honorable Brian Samuka benefiting from such a huge money from our coffers. Our situation has been very pathetic as Liberia. I foresee Liberia just crying and dragging on for a very long time.
Very, because we're not respecting the laws, so it's going to be like that.
So, we're not respecting the law. There are a whole lot of unethical things that are being perpetrated or done by the executive meanings, and the lawmakers are there fighting the executive. And I won't say blindly, they are doing it in order to follow their billets. And you expect Liberia to progress? I mean, what will remain as we are for now?
So, my brother, if as a country and the president and the government, we are not willing to apply the law on criminal convicts, then what's the essence of wasting taxpayers' money to carry people to court when the court found them guilty and we're not prepared to punish them and go through the process?
I mean, it's just a child play. What can we do? That's the only arrangement that we have now. So I think we just have to continue to pray to the.
No, we can call on the president to remove the man, to reverse it. Apparently, we can call on the president.
Will the president agree?
But we have to sound the caveat. Bernie Samuka lacks the moral standing to be occupying that role. I mean, without any prejudice, he should not be there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, Chief?
I'm okay. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, we as a citizen, not respecting the law of our country, I think it's shameful. The law is step up the citizen, but the government are too great enough to empower the law of our country.
Okay, thank you very much. Your line set is cracking. Like I don't know. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Coco Ware from Carwell.
Coco Ware, go ahead. What you got to say?
The topic on the discussion there about Samuka man.
Mm-hmm.
Samuka is a man who came on Nicodemo Ash and say the story about to continue. They get in the form of when you need to drink liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, I live in a liquor. And you left the liquor, you go back and say, oh, well, you will be here. So the way you bring it back, you call for 75 million or 1 year maintenance. Where will get that money for the Islam man? They are really for them to come away. Because a nephew, I know a nephew did, you're naive person, so he agreed to keep it because he said, idea we need to divide the money from.
Because what we are saying, the law says that a person in the category of Bernie Samuka should not hold public office after serving their sentence for 5 years. They shouldn't hold office, and Bernie has not gone. Bernie did not serve his sentence. What happened is he enjoyed presidential pardon, but yes, still he's not supposed to occupy public office for 5 years. But the president has appointed him to the Yellow Machine Committee. That's what we're saying. You think it's fair?
But what we say there, the reason is that the military has put in the country that when they see the country down for, I put it just all over the place. But someone start marching on it. And the lawmakers and the council of churches. These are the people that put it just all over the place. They wait for once the decision to start marching on it, then the whole country turn on fire. That's what they're doing it for. But we're not well with that. That's what they're doing. The church will say, and supporting all the ideas because they're getting money secretly. They say, we don't know what they're doing. But they go with police, all of that. The day energy struggle in the country will hold them from door to door. The church people, the legislature. They are many people doing damage in the country effort. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Rufus King, commonly known as Samatua, and I come from district number 10, resident in the most abandoned district of no representation currently.
Go ahead.
To the issue of the Bernie Samuka, you know that the people in that station that will understand the issue of Bernie Samuka, you're considered criminal. That went to jail and then they have presidential power. So, and then more were coming back to Bernie Samuka giving the position of a yellow machine. That is similar to the Liberian people that this government needs nothing for the Liberian people. All in capital level, brother, lieutenant, they are all criminal. All in capital level, understood in red, they are criminal. They can't loot the country. But we're telling the people they never understood for the previous days. But at least, until everybody will see what will happen. The people are not going to have a while, but then when it's born, how it's going to be? I'm saying to say that the Liberian people, they say, if you want our wheelchair, they will vote him. And then I want to say they pour into calamity, serious calamity. We are into it. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. And folks, we ought to have these conversations because guess what? Even the current government now, will and has been and will continue to prosecute people they believe might have committed some economic crimes in the country. Now, so when they do that, and then probably the law grabs these people, by this precedent with Bernie Samuka, it's obvious that another leadership will come and ignore that. And in fact, they will go in a prison and take people from there and put them in ministerial positions. So what you will do about it, you can't do anything about it. And that is the reason why you have to raise your voice and tell the president, no, Mr. President, this is a terrible president, we got to correct this. Let's remove Bernie Samuka. Oh yeah, we empathize with him, but Mr. Samuka, you can go sit on there. So next time we'll give you public office, you're not going to put your hand where your hand not supposed to be. Right? Right? That AFL people money, that all eat it. And that your personal decision you made, you put your hand there, you went to court, you couldn't prove anything, and then the evidence were adduced, and you were convicted, sentenced. So how would you tell the man and go put a man over a Yellow Machine Committee? So there are no other Liberians that can head the committee? Was that what the Liberian people elected you for? They gave you their presidency to come and go South Beach and take criminal from there and take them and put them in charge. I'm just trying to ordinarily simplify this so you will understand. It doesn't matter the name. What matters is the right thing. Let them move course. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Abu.
Morning. Go ahead. You're live.
Thank you. This is Sango. I was calling on Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I will see sometimes on listening, sometimes we can't want to listen for the radio because the people years and years told the Liberian people Joseph Waga. No good leader, no vision leader will subject austerity to taxation. When you check the man records, those are coming on board for that. We go, that the chief and elders are dying down because of the still children back on the school. No leader will subject austerity or offering to a taxation norm to govern. Look, that man, bring some of that issue. Look, that was some good and say, the former president said that they make it last for all people. I already think about more additional money. What are you talking about? If people will, nobody say anything that they won't come in. They think they will end. They make it last. That means nothing about government. If they own taxpayer money to a levy, you can pay taxpayer. Just move. Don't wait your time. I would just ask God to do a long levy. That's going to get better. I will make your channel provide information for them, everything.
Thank you very much. So that means we agree that another leadership will come here, and if that person in that center will go sub-beach and take anybody from there and put them in and find out minister, you can't do nothing about it. So that whole thing is broken. Good morning.
How you doing, Abu?
I'm okay.
Thank you for the show. Lord, we got a president that can listen. You are here when I want to go, which is banning someone can want to go. And were convicted. They told you what you did was wrong. It's just because of George Floyd. They said you pay the money. But you kind of man what can bring back to government. Now you open a little ministry, that will be money missing, and you call it for 5 6 million. On where grant? Who got public work ministry here? Abu? Who got public work ministry? Save your public work. You open another avenue for another criminal to come and steal it. I'm for money. Come and get your job at you. Because you want to go to the election, you want to pay him back because you stole for money. You want to pay with money. So say come and take paper, be part of the thing, tomorrow you go for election in local council. They make it look, la bread for the whole world laughing at us. The question is serious, Abu. The question is serious because it's our serious question. It's in the business, if you get a woman like $10 tell them you pour on the bench and say come and be part of the government. When they say they lie on you, went there, everything they post for it was clear. It was clear. And everyone went to jail. You feed your power, you feed your work, and we all will job.
Yeah. Can't even go inside be take people from that because they are friend. I don't know, man. This is terrible. This is bad. Very ugly piece of them. Where is the country going?
Why is Barack Obama? And they can listen. We're just there. And they will not listen. Listen, that's all, man. I can't yet. The man can put nothing, he put something that he can yell about people. Oh, you do a just see, yeah, but you just say, oh, tell the money, go and pay la blue, don't get out of the country. I can't make you also. There's so what doesn't
but that's the bad thing. That's the bad thing. Thank you very much. Right? And then these are the things the president will do in the country. But when the president goes out and he's asked about the country, he tend to blame the ordinary people for the problems in the country. Listen to the interview with France 24, and I like that interview because there are a lot of things, and I'm going to keep referencing it for some time. Where I say the Liberian attitude, and it's the Liberian attitude is responsible, and the people, they are lazy, So, do you blame the people attitude for this, or you blame your own decision as president, where you go to the central prison and release convicted criminals, right? And reward them with privileged jobs in the country. And you think you are running a just society. And you think you're running a society that conforms to the rule of law, right? When the laws, the penal code, Ajah Code, section 50, right? I just called it and read it for you. Says that even when the president is serving their term, let the court say you're going to jail for 5 years. The law says when that person finishes serving that 5 years, they can also, they will go additional 5 years before they can qualify to occupy public office. Did that happen in Bernie Samuka case? Did that happen? Is the president not aware of this law? So why the president choosing to violate this law? And why is the legislature not even asking a question about that? Right? And you have a speaker writing letter behind everybody that offers their free opinion on government issue, on governance issue in the country. They send letter intimidating and harassing people. The legislature has turned into an attack dog on behalf or for the executive. They go ahead launching attack on everybody. You saw 40 formula insulting a sitting justice in the country in defense of the executive overreach and unconstitutional plot to remove a legitimate speaker. We saw that. These things have happened. We're not making up anything. These are the things happening in the country under Mr. Barker. Whenever he has the opportunity to speak for the country, he insults the people and presents the situation as if to say, if there is any problem in the country, is there because of the people themselves, not him. As if to say he is delivering rightly, which of course he's not, because his actions are not even conforming with the dictates of the law. And this is a serious problem. Morning, let me take 2 more calls on this.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Abu. Where are you coming from?
I'm okay. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you. You know, Abu, for me, look at the government.
What is your name? Before you look at the government, what's your name?
I'm Mr. Bailey, calling from Bruzo Island.
Mm-hmm.
The government, I clarify the government. If I look at the government as Juba County government, so Juba can put people, all the people ministerial position.
So when I look at the government, you violate the law, you abuse the law.
And because that money, yes, some going to sell that money. I'm telling you that. That means some going to sell the money. Because that money quality, I'm going to buy machine from customer get so like $51 million. I'm going to buy machine. This is legislature have to do something. The house of the legislature that we voted for our own dollars different and counted. The senators have to do something.
Do what in the leadership in the House? For example, the House of Representatives, the Speaker says he's a regime speaker. Anything the President says, anything the President does, he will support it. So if you become a strong voice in the House, they plot against you to remove you. That's what they're doing. They're threatening the people, so nobody can speak out there.
This is why the people take our money and put it onto our hotel and organize ourselves.
Okay, this is quite frustrating, and I can understand. But 0776 104 104 086 500 104 are the numbers. Good morning.
Hello, Abu Sharif.
Yes, sir.
This is Johnny Hackman. I call you from Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Abu, this president nothing to lead. I mean, what kind of man running the country? I have to say he's running a personal, stuff. Look at the country, how the man running the country. Yes, a man that not giving ear to nobody, but he just had the country thing, separated. Yeah? What kind of president you can want to give credit to your political party folks? You don't even get time for the entire country. For what's unfolding. You just do what you like. Let me show that Brandon Samuka got stop. The law that he just talks about. Why can't I respect the law? This president doesn't respect the law.
Mm-hmm.
When the Supreme Court says, go ahead, Supreme Court, go ahead. We saw what happened doing, the former speaker. On the issue of ultra-virus skin about. You have he said out. What are the white president ever the Liberian people ever, you're not even think I thought about. This man would not go down, he would go down history for the right reason. Actually, he would not go down history for the right reason because this man is totally, he just not care. Like somebody sitting somewhere, already, no have nothing for themselves, you can't make them president. What do you expect? Look at what he did over there. Huh? Calling someone, you take nephew, business, go tell him I want to learn business again. People talking to the man, his money, calling nephew. When call him, what boy can mean? It's anything about nephew, then they take the so matter way of thinking like
yeah, we're talking about the nation's sovereignty, or is it your nephew?
Then you talk about the nation sovereignty, and you say, your nephew. Okay, the president did that. I just can't get it when people say, he's 18. I get business argument from his youth days. He really never learned governance. Because as if we're going to all the area that I work, we saw what happened there. He never performed. You know, anything. I can remember
but we still dancing in the poo water to make him president of the country.
Yeah, because of hate. Hate for sure we are. Yes, man. Ask any of these people that need my question. I will ask them that if you can show me one project initiated by Bwaka and completed, I will give you my phone. Or one in my pocket, they will not. The only thing they will tell you is the EFBC bill annex. How the woman in the market benefited from that annex? I think about so many Rose Hospital market. So people, everybody can go benefit from it. Don't tell the EFBC bill annex that they will development they can show you over that 2 years. They may fail. They don't fail the country. I'll see you, Abu.
Okay, my brother. Thanks a lot. Thanks very kindly. And the attempt to always keep distracting from the real issue from these rescue puppets are even more, revealing of how they are feeling dangerously as a government. The fact that they have the time, right, even after 2 years, to still be going for the CDC things, and stay making it is subject into this reality, says that they've lost sight of governance. They've lost sight and focus of governance. Look at most of the rescue Unity Party puppets that are on social media and other places. They spend their time, trying to balance and trying to make themselves feel good. That feel good feeling. They're looking for stuff when the real issues are at hand. Well, I'm going to leave this subject for now to clarify something. The Monrovia City government, like we told you earlier, and we read for you, right? The Monrovia City government has embarked on some stringent enforcement or reinforcement of city ordinance to ensure orderliness in the city and, of course, waste management. But there is this portion that we've seen circulating, and I choose not to talk about this aspect of it because I wanted confirmation from the horse's mouth. So the Monrovia City government is reported that the city mayor have said that all empty lands or abandoned buildings in Monrovia will be taken and given to investors if the owners feel to work on them in 30 days. I found this one here. Somehow I said, no, I'm not going to talk about this one. Let me make sure I speak to somebody from within. And our man, Vanny Dix, is the public affairs man at the Monrovia City government. Vanny, good morning. Welcome. Can you confirm or deny this?
A very good morning to you, Abu, and thank you for having the City Corporation on your platform this morning. I would like to start by saying what is being published by Cool, GN News, and a few other online platforms is a complete misrepresentation of the fact, is a complete distortion of what the mayor said on yesterday. So here is the background detail to what is happening. As part of effort by the mayor to
so what is the misrepresentation?
So Cool and a few other online platforms are reporting that the mayor has said properties will be taken from the owners and given to investors if those lands or buildings are not utilized within 30 days period. That is a lie.
That is a lie?
Yes. So
what is the truth?
So the new regulation that talks about abandoned building and unused lands, it is very emphatic and plainly stated in the new regulation what the city government would do if a structure is reported to be abandoned within the specified period, and what will happen.
What is the specified period?
So the new regulation did not say specifically how many days, how many.
But you just could specify. One minute, my friend. You just could specify period for a long time.
Yeah, it said if it if it is said to be unused or abandoned for a prolonged period of time.
No. The fact that it's an abandoned property, that means it has been, something for a prolonged period. But I mean, is there any kind of specified period to determine any action from the city government in those regards?
So this is what I'm saying, Abu. Were you to read the new regulation, it says if the building or the property is said to be unused for a prolonged period of time, that property, the new regulation says what will happen. And this, I want to read what will happen.
Yeah, please do.
Contrary to what the other folks are reporting.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. You're live. Hello, Vanny.
Abu.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead. Read it for us.
Okay. So the first thing it says, if the city corporation will evict squatters or unauthorized occupant from said property. They also say the city corporation will undertake necessary interventions to secure, clean, rehabilitate, or maintain the property to meet minimum city standards.
Okay.
Thirdly, it says the city corporation will recover all associated costs from the property owner through legal means. And lastly, it says the city corporation shall have the right to temporarily use the property in the public's interest, including for generating revenue purposes such as designated storage, parking lots, market stores, or other approved civic use. At no point in time did the mayor say your property will be taken from you and given to investors.
Okay. I want you to read 2. I want you to go back and read 2.
Number 2. It says the city corporation will undertake necessary interventions to secure, clean, rehabilitate, or maintain the property to meet minimum standards. Let me say what.
Okay, the third one. No, the third one. Read the third one. Let me see.
The third one is what is talking about what the city government will get from you after rehabilitating your structure. It says the city corporation shall recover all associated costs from the property owner through legal means. That is, when you should have left your building abandoned within a prolonged period of time, the city corporation will give you 30 days notice. The first thing is 30 days notice. Mr. Abu Sherry.
Okay, so you come back to the 30 days. So the media people were right that there's a 30-day notice.
No, Abu. The media people say, City Hall says, if you don't...
No, I'm talking about the 30-day notice now. Right?
But I want to give you the contradiction between their narrative of the 30 days and our narrative of the 30 days.
Okay, but let's agree that there's a 30 days narrative.
Oh, sure, there is a 30 days narrative.
Okay, so give all your own version.
Good. The version of the online platform says, City Hall is saying, if you do not renovate or take care of your unused or abandoned property, City Hall will take that property and give it to investor.
And you
I just
disagree
read
with that.
the regulation to you. At no point in time did the regulation say City Hall will take your property and give it to investor. No.
Okay.
The 30 days notice that they are misconstruing is the 30 days notice that says we will give you 30 days to clean the facility. Not that we want to give it to investor, but after the 30 days shall have elapsed, we as a city corporation, we have the right to clean this facility, and when we shall have cleaned this facility, renovated it, you're going to pay us the associated cost, what we spend to renovate your facility. It says also the city government shall have the right
and wait, let me ask you. So if the city government cleans the facility and the facility owner fails to pay back the money, what would the city government do?
There will be court action. So the facility owner has the right now to go to court, and the city corporation does have the right to take the matter to the city court as well.
And what will you be going to court to do?
You just asked what will happen when you
No. So what will you be going to court for?
For the litigation process, my dear brother.
To litigate what?
You just asked a simple question. In the event where the property owner refuses to pay whatsoever cost the city government is supposed to recover, you said what happens? I said then that's a court action.
Okay. So you go to court for the court to compel payment, right?
To compel payment, and if the other party has whatsoever they want to advance in court, that is left with them. But the city government is very clear about this. At no point in time did the mayor say we're going to take people's property and give it to investors. I just read.
Okay. So that was a lie.
Yeah, that was an atrocious lie being spewed by Cool and a few other online platforms. At no time did the mayor say we're going to take unused building or unused properties and give it to investor. No, I just stated to you rightly what is stipulated in the new regulation. It says we're going to inform you within 30 days, please clean the building. After the 30 days shall elapse, if you did not do so, the city corporation has the right to clean and the building, recondition it to meet city standard. After that, the city corporation has the right to tell you to pay what was spent to recondition that building. And hello?
Yeah, you're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, to recondition that building as well. It also tells you the city corporation has the right, when it should have reconditioned unused building or abandoned building, the city corporation does have the right to temporarily, that is the diction, that is the word used, to temporarily use that facility for revenue generating purpose. For who? The mayor? No, for the city's purpose, for the city's benefit.
Though that temporary that temporary usage, are you going to do that to third parties or to the city government?
Where the city government will determine how it does that. If the city government is directly going to get involved with it, if it is going to venture into a PPP initiative, a public-private venture, the city government will actually be the one to determine how it's going to go about doing that.
And how soon do we expect to see these actions being rolled out?
So I stand to be corrected, but it should be beginning July 21st or the 26th. July 21st or the 26th. Yeah.
So beginning that period, 1 minute, beginning that period, yes, abandoned buildings, we start to see some degree of renovation and cleaning. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So it is not just abandoned buildings. The new regulation captures a lot of other activities.
No. The focus and clarity is on this one now. So let's just stick to we'll find time you come and talk about all the other ones.
Yes, so the contentious issue being raised right now by the few online platforms has got to do with the abandoned building and that of unused property or whatsoever, unused lands. So what we are saying, when that period of enforcement reaches, issue about abandoned building, issue about unused lands, and a host of other issues that are captured within the document, the city government is going to do its utmost best to make sure that we are hands-on and very robust to make sure that there is execution in terms of enforcement.
Vanny Dix, thank you very kindly.
I'm very humbled to have been on your platform, my dear brother.
Okay, so that clarity has been served right there. From MCC, MCC say the information is incorrect. They have not said that they will be taking people's property, giving it to investors. It's incorrect, but we'll watch and see what happens, right? So, fellow Liberians, just lastly, and then we can call it a day. Is this issue about the ELWA hospital? You know, and it matters about health care and particularly the welfare of our health practitioners. Since this government came to power, there's been lots of protestation involving healthcare workers. Well, but remember, it was the healthcare workers that emotionally campaigned for this rescue government. Because when people saw healthcare workers coming out now, then the last emotion came out. Say, no. Right? That in a turn of event, the very healthcare worker became the victims of whatever they usher. The government has not been doing very well in terms of paying attention to our healthcare workers, and they have not missed their watch on these. Right? So severally, the guys have been protesting. But this is what 3 days ago the executive mansion reported. For immediate release, President Bouaka hails the Civil Service Agency, the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Finance and Government and Finance as government enrolls ELWA Hospital in the CSA pay system. So the president hails the CSA and all of the other agencies, telling them thank you for enrolling ELWA staffs or workers onto government payroll system. Whereby there are MCC workers that the government still struggle to enroll on the payroll. There are public sector health practitioners, public health workers that are still struggling to be enrolled. Nurses, RN, and physician assistant, PAs, right, are still struggling with $130 salary, $150 salaries, with no improvement on those salaries in this time and age, in amidst the economic hardship. The government and the president celebrates not relief to public health providers, but the enrollment of a private hospital workers on government payroll. The initiative aimed at ensuring merit and efficiency in public service. Is a merit, ensuring what? Merit and efficiency in public service. Is part of the continued fulfillment in the implementation of the health and sanitation pillar of the government arrest agenda for inclusive development, particularly the national vision to expand access to quality health care, improve public sector efficiency, and enhance the welfare of frontline workers across the country. So there is the public sector, there is the private sector. So it is a good thing and of course tender thing for the government to intervene into the private sector. But most times these things happen at a time where the challenges within the public sector, the public domain, is being adequately addressed. But amidst inadequacies, amidst challenges, unresolved challenges within the public domain, the public sector, right? Then going outside to provide philanthropic relief in the private sector, in the sector that is established, right, to make profit and support itself, right, that justify why they are imposing certain level of charges on the people, because people there, they pay for their service to a larger extent. Unlike in the private sector, right, the payments are moderate because the government takes responsibility. So this is where it comes to a point of debate as to whether the decision is actually rooted in good conscience or just a reward for political favor or political dividends at the honor. Because remember, Mr. President sorted his medicals while in opposition at the ELWA hospitals. That's where he's always going, right? Should people occupy public offices only to service issues that benefited them or that brings direct benefit to them? Or should they be there to serve the general interest and the general good of everybody? Right? We saw the same thing with RB Bank when the president he liquidated RB. Right? You remember that $8 million in 2024 to RB Bank? Right? Why for? Because the president was on record of regularly taking loan from RB. So now we see the same thing with ELWA hospital. So the successful onboarding of ELWA onto the government centralized payroll through the collaboration of the Ministry of Health and the Civil Service Agency demonstrates President Bouakar's intention of reinforcing confidence among healthcare professionals and strengthening services delivery within Liberia's healthcare sector. Sounds good. Phoebe is also a privately owned and run hospital where they struggle and the subsidies are not even coming forth. They're challenged. So why? If government policies are selective and connected to some benefits that the president enjoy, then that policy is not wholesome. It's not. Like I intimated earlier, it is a good thing when public service, when the public service and the public domain is significantly, the challenges that are significantly addressed and dealt with, then you go outside. But we do not see that with the president's latest move in the ELWA situation. We do not see that in the president's latest move in the ELWA situation, right? The Director General of the Civil Service Agency reported at his MICA press conference that the implementation of a presidential mandate to transition 304 employees of the ELWA hospital to the government's centralized payroll has been done. The CSA had disclosed that these health workers have already been paid or received their salaries for the month of April 2024. 2026 it should be, totaling over 104,000 United States dollars for April. And the agency is now working to ensure they receive retroactive payments for the month of March. So when you add the 104 times 2, when you multiply, that's going to be 208,000 United States dollars of taxpayers' money to fund what? The salaries of a private health facility. And on the other arm of it, a faith-based medical facility providing private medical services in the country for which citizens pay to access. It's not been running free services, and there have been arrangements under which government provides subsidies to these institutions because they augment and support and complement government healthcare delivery. So, because government cannot reach everywhere, so it makes sense to put some money to support them in other areas. But when you enroll them on the national government payroll, you're seemingly equating them to a public service. So it must come with certain benefit to the public. Right? Is the ELWA management going to consider, let's say, 50% cut on every medical bill generated for patients? For example, if I go there as a Liberian citizen, now that the government of Liberia, my taxes are paying for salaries there, right? So if my bill is $50, ELWA will take only $25 from me. Then it becomes a win-win. Then it becomes a win-win situation. Or ELWA will take $30 and then I'm with $20. Okay, let's say ELWA cannot provide that for the general public, but ELWA says, as a result of this government intervention, every civil servant seeking medical at the ELWA hospital enjoys a 50% waiver. When you're immigration officer, you drug enforcement officer, you policeman, you army man, you teacher, you just whatever, right? You janitor, you this, you that, you driver. Every public service, civil servants enjoys 50% cut waiver. For me, I think when the approach is designed that way, it makes some sense. But no, ERW will still be charging the same way. Then the government will take about 50% of its liability. Because most times, salary accounts for the largest. $104,000 every month. Government paying it. Right? And then we ourselves go there, we pay our own money too. You understand? Government pay, we ourselves go, we pay. Make it make sense to me. Now, could it be because ERWA is a faith-based institution? That argument may not hold water because there are other faith-based institutions too that will come out. There are a lot of denominations that are running medical facilities. They're the Catholic medical center. They're the Methodist with Phoebe, right? They're the Ahmadiyya Muslim clinic. Because Article 14 of our Constitution is clear on the treatment of religion in the country. It says, and I quote, "No religious denomination or sects shall have any exclusive privilege or preference over any other, but all shall be treated alike, whether you're Baptist, you're Methodist, Episcopalian, right, Catholic, Muslim or Islam, or just whatever religious denomination. The law says there must be no cherry picking, and that privileges must be equally distributed. So is the president willing to balance what the law requires? It can't be ERWA alone, right? What about Catholic? What about Phoebe? What about the Ahmadiyya Muslim clinic? As a debate, is the president using his presidency to reward, personal things that he benefited from people? What do you think? 0776 104 104 086 500 104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. Let's hear what's your take. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. And this is going to take us home on this Tuesday morning edition of the nation's premier breakfast conversation, the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Bagalo. I'm from Police Academy.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Why would the government be taking care of JFK and they want to increase the university fee?
Not JFK, like ERW, and that's a fun point. You want add fees for public school?
JFK getting $104,000 to ERW of this big hospital, and then trying to increase the university fees again.
Yeah, and in a private hospital.
So they're putting the thing card, bro.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. They're going all their own policy. They can't get here. No tea. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Okay, we lost that. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. How is it?
Go ahead.
For me, I'm Mr. Aaron McGill. I see this policy to be detrimental for the survivability in the health sector, for those who are the less unfortunate grounds of character in our society. But what I think that the government should put in place is that they should see how best that they can support all government facilitations centered within medical practitioner, the government will always have the best. And that ELWA hospital is a private hospital. The people make even millions of United States dollars. They're not doing something. So they are very costly there. And so I see that the government will be going to a higher expenditure on that side rather than to supporting their own medical centers.
Okay, thank you very much. No bed to JFK, no electricity to Redemption, but the government is enrolling ELWA staff on the government payroll. Good morning, let's hear you. Hello, morning.
My name is Wadi Lamwe.
Mm-hmm.
According to Kakata Highway.
Go ahead.
Last year, I want you to do your research. Then, Papa, everything in that bad in hospital. You go to the corner and people are usually doing. Something pieces is inside there, that's not.
No matter from Kakata Highway, the man say it's not looking clear, right? I don't want to believe. I'm not sure, but that's a big establishment. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Sherry.
Morning.
Yeah, the new remain carrying on us to be and apply in Virginia, and I phone him from Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
I want something bad for me right here.
Okay.
For the year experience that criticize the free tuition at the University of Labrador, it's not necessary. One government provide services to the people, the poor people that carry school fees. Is today give for the private hospital workers on government payroll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But when free tuition was given to Liberian, yeah. I agree. You're making a fine point.
For 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing nothing connected in the government. And when people say for the country, a lot of people want to look at you ugly.
Okay. Thank you very much. Is this fair? Is this I don't know. Let's talk about it. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Yeah, you're able to pay UL student fees, but you're paying private hospitals bill. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Abu, you started a very salient point when you said the benefit of Liberians at the ELWA hospital. The government is about to take taxpayer money to pay health workers at a private institution. Now, what is the benefit of the Liberian people at that particular hospital? That should be one of the major concerns of every Liberian, because it is our money that will be used to pay the doctors at that hospital. Should it just be free? No. Then we'll go back to GFK. At GFK this morning when you go there, there are people dying because no drugs there.
Mm-hmm.
No medical equipment at GFK. No ambulance. What is going to do with that? Our hospitals around the country, go better to Arlington. The hospitals are so close.
Yeah.
No drugs. Okay.
Clinics are closing. Government owns that clinic, they're closing. Then you take government money, you get a private place, what they charging people for paying. You say, oh, let's just get something, I get small money to you to help you out. But you say, oh, that you can't on government payroll.
Abu, can you imagine one time when Joseph Rogan said, oh, you know, so much good coming person, yes, a private hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Treatment, yes. One time when he said people will go flying here abroad, it was where he was rushed for the first year.
So is he paying them back? Is he paying them back?
Well, you know, it's the work of Joseph.
Okay, thank you very much. But he is unable to continue the free tuition at UL. Morning, what is happening here? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, my name is Napoleon Bro, calling you from Ronald Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something was saying about reconditioning all buildings in the city. Let's go back. When Ellen took over.
My man, now I'm talking point. The mayor called to clarify because he said they were lying on the city mayor, so he needed to clarify that. So thank you. Morning, you're the last caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was telling him he had going to go down.
Go ahead.
Yeah. their hand up. We credit that home for all kind of needs. I would do that. But man, I'm telling you that if you get a contract to the man, you are going to damage the country that you have there for some time. So that why should we feel? See how the old man is running this country. We suffer, then you get a minister and lie to her. More are the very ones that you collect water here and there. This that was some open powder there. We're taking water from who? I can tell you, use the hand to step to.
Then you can put the dirty water in the bag, you're tired, you're hanging.
They tell it on here.
Yeah, that cloud down, so that I'm like, wow.
They looking at very Samaka, who miss my brother left the army for special. They be all the yellow be seen it. Why would I probably work here? People running the
Then you taking 104,000 every month, giving it to private hospital. Why JF cannot get bed? Redemption, no current, generator sport. What kind of old man here? Wow. Can you imagine? How come Baga on a policy then can be outside down? But look, man, our job is to talk. And of course, we are never going to stop talking. And that's why we are the voice of the voiceless. And this has been a wonderful Tuesday morning presentation of your most favorite breakfast conversation, the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. My name is Abu. It's always a good thing to be here. Until we see you tomorrow, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.